discover it. I know I've got.
Happy Halloween! So, alam namin na magkakaroon ng malaking traffic during the weekend kasi nga lahat ng mga tao luluwas papuntang mga probinsya. So, naisipan namin na magstay na lang dito sa Dasmariñas. On top of that, hindi rin maganda ang pakiramdam namin and until now, sinisipon din ako kaya naisip namin mas okay nang hindi kami umalis. So, welcome to this week's Sick People Food Review. First up, Boteju. For appetizer, we got tuna sashimi. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of sashimi in general, but Migs really loved this. Although para sa presyo niya at around 450 pesos, I don't personally think it's worth it, but Miguel said it was. For our mains, I got their beef cubes. Well, their play on Wagyu cubes, and Miguel had their Teppan-style sukiyaki. Nagulat kami nung sinerve to kasi nagtaka kami bakit may kimchi, pero na-realize namin ini-infuse nila yung parang Korean style with this dish. It also came with miso soup and a bowl of rice. So for its price point, it's around like 400 to 500 per dish. I would say na meron pang ibang mga restaurant that could serve better. And lastly, for dessert, we got their cinnamon French toast served with ice cream and banana. Coming in at another 450 pesos, sabi ni Miguel hindi daw worth it kasi parang tinapay lang na hinaluan ng ice cream. But personally, I really love the texture. Also, yung cinnamon hindi ganun ka-overpowering. So, I love this one. Sa sobrang dismayado ni Miguel sa dessert, bumili na nga siya sa Cinnabon para meron din kaming pampalubag loob pag-uwi. And that is how we ended Saturday. For Sunday, we thought humanap kami ng isang coffee shop na hindi pa namin natatry before. As people who are aspiring to build our own cafe in the future, we want to try different cafes and figure out what's selling and what's not. The coffee shop that we're gonna go to today has been on our list for a while now. It has been on our TikTok recommendation and also nadadaanan namin siya tuwing pumupunta kami ng Manila. So I think it's high time we visited. It took us about 20 minutes to get to the place from the city proper. So kung magko-commute kayo, it might take a little longer and I don't think merong diretsyong sasakyan. So be prepared when you're gonna go there if you're commuting. Our coffee stop for the week, Hebrews She Bakes along Jose Abad Santos Avenue. Medyo mahirap mahanap yung cafe kasi nasa second floor siya nitong building unit na to and meron ng mga but first coffee na nagsulputan dun sa ibaba. So sa unang tingin, akala mo wala siya dun, but if you go through this alleyway at umakyat ka, makikita mo yung mismong entrance ng cafe. We got 2 cups of coffee, their tiramisu cake, and their strawberry shortcake. Yung coffee nila ay nag-range between 150 pesos to 200, so definitely cheaper than Starbucks. And yung mismong cake naman nila is around 150 to 200 din. Hindi masyadong nagustuhan ni Miguel yung cake kasi yung mismong cake base niya medyo parang sunog daw. And ako naman dun sa tiramisu, hindi mo malasahan yung mascarpone kung may ginamit sila. But the coffee was actually really good. Parang medyo nandun siya sa border ng naglalasang luwak coffee. O hindi sa namimintas ha, just reviewing the food and being very, very honest. And for dinner, babalikan namin ang aming recent favorite restaurant. While we were on our way, nakita namin na nakabukas na pala tong perya na to dito sa Congressional Avenue. So, mano ba namang puntahan na rin namin pagkatapos kumain. And we're back sa Lutong Henerasyon Cafe Restaurant. Actually, ngayon lang namin na-realize na meron din pala silang free arcade dito sa loob. At since nagustuhan talaga namin yung lechon kawali nila, in-order namin ulit. But this time, sinamahan na namin ng kamaron, lumpia, at saka binagoongan rice. Sarap! Isa sa napansin namin nung bumalik kami rito ay hindi nauubos ang kotse sa parking lot. Like literally pag may umalis na isa may papalit agad na bago. Siguro dahil na rin laging kinakainan to ng mga pamilya at marami na silang suki na every weekend ito na yung regular tambayan ng mga family. And I can't blame them kasi masarap talaga yung pagkain. At dumating na nga yung in-order namin. Sobrang sarap ng binagoongan rice. Hindi siya sobrang alat pero napakamalinamnam niya at saka may bit siya ng chicharon. And yung lumpia, masarap din siya, hindi siya dry. And yung lechon kawale was as good as last time. Pero napag-usapan namin ni Miguel na wag namin masyadong uulit-ulitin kasi nga baka mawala yung magic pag palagi namin siyang kinain. Ang medyo disappointing lang yung kamaron kasi medyo nalalasama yung extenders niya kaya hindi siya ganun kasarap. And wala ka ring lugi sa pricing ng lutong henerasyon. For example, itong rice na to, it's only for $240 but it's more than enough for the two of us. Yung mga ulam nila ranges from $150 to around $400 pero definitely for sharing sila. Sa sobrang dami nga nila ay may naiuwi pa kaming takeout at kinain namin for late dinner. After eating, medyo nang hinayang kami kasi gusto rin sana naming tikman yung iba pang mga cakes na ina-offer ng lutong henerasyon. But we already had our fill of desserts from Hebrew She Bakes. So maybe next time na lang pagbalik dito. And after resting for a bit, dumiretso na nga kami dun sa perya right across lutong henerasyon. Dahil nga may katandaan na tayo, no, hindi na tayo sasakay sa mga rides na yon. Hayaan na natin yung mga bata mag-enjoy. For us, we just roamed around. Tinignan namin yung ibang mga laro dun sa mga booth, kagaya ng color games, number games. So tara, let's explore it together. Gusto mo i-try? Try mo. So ayun nga at napalaro pa nga si Miguel sa isa sa mga shooting games na meron sila dito. Ang sabi nila, we have to be able to shoot 150 yata na piraso ng mga bola dito para makukuha kami ng isang stuffed toy. Blue ba tinitira mo talaga?
Oo, ano dapat kong tirahin?
Bola ko!
Kahit ano lang.
Kulang yung isa mo?
Hindi.
Dalawa lang, ano yan? Ayun nga at dalawa lang ang tinamaan niya. Pero kahit pa paano, may napanalunan kami. So ayun nga at medyo natakot tayo dun sa part na yun, ano. Kaya lumayo muna kami at nag-record na lang sa ibang lugar. May nakita kaming isa pang dart game na sinubukan din ni Miguel. At ito naman yung napanalunan niya rito. Kahit hindi kami sumakay dun sa rides, we actually had a really great time. Bihira kaming makakita ng mga perya, and having to go to a place like this actually breaks the regular cycle that we have dun sa mga regular nang napupuntahan natin every week. And that sums up this week's video. Hindi na namin na-videohan, pero nagtirik din kami ng mga kandila para sa mga namatay naming relatives. I hope you were able to do the same for yours. And masama man ang pakiramdam naming dalawa, hinanapan pa rin namin ng paraan para gawing special ang weekend naming to. The reason why we started creating these videos is so that one day, pag matanda na kami, pag hindi na namin kayang lumabas-labas, pwede namin balikan itong mga video na to and we can tell ourselves, we've lived. And the hope is, sana whoever watches this video will be inspired to actually live each and every moment that they can. Thanks for tuning in and see you next week. Please subscribe.